How would you like to meet a student whose aspirations are to have a career in television and radio, while at the same time living out his dreams of making music and movies? Also, learning how this student is taking his skills he has learned over this semester and utilizing it for all of his accomplishments in life. This student, who is an aspiring rap artist and short filmmaker, will tell you all about this and more today, as he talks about these skills and learning how to perfect them for his future career. The Humanities Communication Arts Department at Norwalk College presents The New Directors, the show that introduces you to television's future writers, directors, and personalities. And now join our host, Raul Camino, to meet the next new director.
Thank you for joining us for today's edition of The New Directors. All of the people involved with this program are students in the television production course and are writing, directing, switching, controlling audio, operating cameras, and acting as talent for the first time today. The guests you are about to meet are students who, when not on camera, are behind the scenes working hard to bring this program to you with as few mistakes as possible. Each student will write and direct 4 different productions. This program will give them the chance to talk about themselves, the productions they are completed, and give you the chance to get to know them and watch their progress throughout the semester. Our guest today is a person who, when not in class, perfecting his editing skills for his projects or learning how to direct and technical direct it with his friends, is making music, short films, and for a while hopefully hoping to get a TV career or radio career. Now I would like you to meet our guest today, Darryl Hall.
How you doing?
How are you, Darryl?
Doing good.
So we know that you're into video making and music making. Darryl, could you please elaborate on those skills that you have?
Well, one of my other talents that I like to do besides school and wanting a career in this is making music, which is I rap on the side with a couple of my cousins and friends, as you can see in my video when they pull it up. It's fun to do because it's a different way for me to express myself and for me to open myself up, as you can see here in the video with me, my cousin, and a couple of my other close friends. It's a different light for people to see us in when I'm not in school. It's something I like to do. I really like to have fun with it, for us to edit the videos. And it's just a thing that it's always, like, I'm passionate about it. It's a thing that I like to do. And when I open up to people about it, it surprises them sometimes because they really don't get to see that side of me, so you know. The other thing that I like to do is work on short films and movies. Just wait for a second for it to pull up. Having fun.
Some good editing, though.
Thanks. Now, when it comes to the short films and movies, we like to fool around and make little skits and stuff. Like in this one, it was supposed to be a scary movie. So taking those same shots that we had learned in class with some of, the long shots, and taking some of those same tricks that we had learned, take those and then put it in here in the movies and then make it better. Learn how to do better lighting, learn how to get the shots better, how to get multiple shots. Other than this one, get a shot from a different angle, with stuff like that, it'll help us with the movie editing because we all want to do it and, get the light on us and something to share because, I like to make little short movies here and there with my friends. So it's something that we like to do and appreciate. Have fun doing it.
Could you tell us why you decided to take the class?
Well, one of the reasons why I decided to take the class was it helped me to learn how to use a camera, which is something that was a little difficult because when I first had my hands on it, I kind of had a little trouble with it, but as I went along in the class, it helped me to use it and learn different things to do with the camera. Another reason why is it helped me to use Avid to edit the videos. Now with Avid, we might not use a program, but it does show me other things. If there's a program that's similar to it, how to get the tricks of the trade and maybe learn some of the keyboard stuff to, you know, get the videos on there, edit it well, put some new stuff in there that I never did before. And it also helps me in my career. I wanted to be a sports analyst, but it also opened me up to other jobs I had never thought of doing before. Learning how to be a floor manager, learning how to edit the stuff, learning how to produce, learning how to technical direct. So things like that is why I took the course.
That's a full range of knowledge for somebody to have in their head in just one semester. And if I can, may I ask you, what is the most useful thing that you've learned in this course?
Well, like I said, it's how to edit the videos. If I wanted to really pursue a career in music, it would take out a lot of that extra money that we have to, because I would learn how to then direct, edit my own videos as well as shoot it. So I wouldn't need anyone else's help. On the career side, like I had said before, it just opens me up to new possibilities or thoughts that I never had before.
Darryl, would you please tell us about the projects that you've created for this class?
Cool. I'll start off with the learning project, or the student study short is what we had called it. With the student study short, we just learned how to do simple shots. So it was long shots, medium shots, learning how to do clean entrance, clean exit, getting certain establishing shots of someone coming in the room, getting people to come in and sit, you know, close-ups, how to get right in there and learn how to edit it at first. It's a little rough, but as time went along, we learned this. But this is our first one of getting our feet wet. With my second project, which is the T project, or the action sequence, we did a little more. It was the same thing with the extreme close-ups, long shots over the shoulders, but it was more of how to get the right action in there with the cuts. Learning how to cut on the action the right way to make sure that everything goes together like you see here. Just so that way it takes out a little bit of sloppiness and, you know, not to making too many jump cuts. Learning how to cut it the right way by having the right fade-ins and fade-outs. Now with the fall project, this one took a little time to learn, but we also learned the 6 guidelines, which I'll speak about a little bit later. But the 6 guidelines help to give you tricks how to tease the eyes, and it helps out with a lot. And for my last project, which is my orange, let me give it a second. It took me time. With the orange project, it's kind of a collision of everything. You put everything together and we had to come up with our own project. So with this project, I was able to create my own things and have a little bit more fun with it, but at the same time, it was a little bit more work. Having to do the floor pans and 180 views because it was in multiple rooms when we had shot it, and having to come up with my own story and creating my own shot list. We had to do all the work and all that. Everything comes together in this last project.
You shot some pretty good looking stuff, man.
Thanks.
I know you out of those projects, there was one that you felt was your best. Could you please tell us about that one while we watch some of it?
My best one probably would be the fall project, or the New England seasonal project. Take a look at it. During the project, we learned about the 6 guidelines that I spoke about earlier. The 6 guidelines, which were rule of simplicity, rule of thirds on the camera, the lines of grace and lines of joy, balancing the camera the right way, having the right framing, and having the right mergers with it. We also learned how to shoot cross flares to get it the right way, so I had to go back out over times of weeks and go out there and shoot different stuff in different parts. I shot in Bridgeport, I shot here in Norwalk, and also shot in my backyard in my house, where I found some stuff after he had explained it to us, how simple it was. So, you know, catching those little things, catching stuff like this, simplicity, is a lot of what I learned and what will help me with my career when shooting my videos instead of having to focus all on us. We learned how to do poor man's dissolve, which is another trick, which was really cool. So.
Now, out of the vast knowledge that you've gained in this course, could you tell us maybe what's some of the most important information that you were able to learn?
Well, one of the most important things that I was able to learn was time, and how much time it takes to do this stuff. How to sit there and have to come in after class and edit all of these projects, and have to come in here and do certain things, and learning how to do this with the studio work. It all took time to learn, and it's not going to be easy, but I'm not trying to rush it either. The other things, like I said before, with my music, helping me out with that if I was to ever pursue that dream, and helping me with my career and opening new doors for me with other things.
Sounds good. Today we got to meet somebody who loves to make music and short films with the skills that he has learned in his TV1 class. Hoping to take these same skills and hopefully make a career in the field one day being a sports announcer. I would like to thank our guest Darryl for joining us today.
Thank you, it was a pleasure.
And we hope you enjoyed the meeting one of television's future directors, and we hope you will continue to join us each week to watch our progress. Thank you and good day.
This has been The New Directors with your host, Raul Camino, directed by Zoe Bernard. I'm your announcer, James Bell. The New Directors is a Norwalk Community College student production. Thank you.